When I get that feeling, I need Todd Rundgren's healing. Todd Rundgren's healing. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for clicking on the video, showing up, stopping by, swinging on through, leaving your shoes at the door. Come on in. I got some more d'oeuvres for you. Thank you guys so much for being here today as we dive into a full album reaction of Healing by Todd Rundgren. This is going to be his 9th studio album, released in 1981. Some of you had suggested this album. Some of you had mentioned that this is quite a delightful album for Mr. Rundgren, and so I figured let's go ahead and dive on in, take the whole thing in at once today. Such as, this has been suggested by AK. You said that this is a really great album from Mr. Rundgren. I think you may have said this is your favorite, but don't quote me on that. David Oliveris, you recommended this one as well. Dave, Over the Sea. Gaia Eternal, I believe you mentioned this one here. Hold on, I'm pulling you guys up. Jeff Richard, I see you. Lord Elpis, I see you. Raymond Regis, and Black Cat Central Music. So thank you guys for the recommendation. Thank you for the suggestion. I'm really excited to dive into it. It's been a while since we've listened to Todd Rundgren. A lot of you had mentioned specifically and recommended specifically the side 2 of the album, which is a 3-part track, suite, whatever you want to mention or however you want to call it, Healing, which I'm looking forward to that. But before we get to that, we're going to listen to side 1 here, which I'm also looking forward to. It's just, of course, my mind goes towards those suites. Anyways, today, this video is sponsored by me. If you'd like, you can also support the channel and what I do with the Buy Me a Coffee. If you have a song request, you want to skip the line and getting that request heard, that's where you do it. The Patreon for exclusive content, it was over here. $2 a month at the lowest, and there's exclusive content and all that other stuff. So that's it. That's the plugs out of the way. Listen, can I say something really quick? When I decide an album, because I have a long 200 plus list of albums on my list of albums to get to in some capacity or another. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at right now 277. When I decide an album that I want to listen to for a Long Song Saturday, there's typically 3 factors I take into consideration. One, and it's honestly kind of the most important factor, what do I feel like listening to at the moment? Even if I don't know the band, I probably have an idea of the genre or the sound to an extent. Sometimes, not all the time. So I'm Todd Rundgren. I feel like listening to Todd Rundgren. Do I know what this album's going to sound like? No, but I feel like listening to Todd, So my mood is primarily what dictates. Then two, have you guys suggested it? That's also a factor, even though sometimes I'm just going to choose stuff that maybe I want to listen to. And then 3, how often have we listened to this particular band or artist? Do people enjoy it? Do people not enjoy it? Did I enjoy it? Did I not enjoy it? That's the least effective or least compelling factor. Anyways, just tossing that out there. I feel like listening to some Rundgren. Some of you suggested some Rundgren, so that's what we're going to do. And this is how we're going to do it. Starting off with the first track, Healer. My friends, no coffee today, no tea, just good old water. This is to you. Settle in, relax, grab a drink, grab something to eat, grab a snack. I know some of you probably have your own ritual with the full album reactions. Hope that it's a fun one. Let's go ahead and dive on in. Healer, this is to you.
My child. I had a visitation in my sleep last night. Something was calling to me from a blinding light and told me not to fear it. It said it's time to make the world a little wiser. incisors. The world needs a healer. Healer.
Now that's a vocal run.
And I awoke, my heart was pounding, 'cause it was not like me to have such dreams.
Interesting drum machine there.
But I could not fall asleep for wondering why the messenger had come to me. Why shall I am too old and I'm set in my ways? But now I realize just what the voice conveyed. You will be a healer.
That run is so unique.
Rejoice, rejoice, because the healer comes. Rejoice, rejoice, because the healer
This is so John Anderson coded.
Rejoice, rejoice, because the healer comes. Rejoice, rejoice, because the healer comes. Rejoice, rejoice, because the healer comes. Your destiny I lay before you, but then the choice was never yours, no mine.
Like that
When it's
synth.
time to take this burden on you, then I will take the one you leave behind. You will be a healer, healer,
I like how that synth grows with his voice though. So this is definitely a scene-setting first track, and perhaps what we can expect throughout the rest of the album we'll obviously have to go in to see. But this one's really, really interesting, kind of synthetically minimalistic in a certain way. And I mean, like, it sounds kind of bare. Like, I think a way that Rundgren does a lot of his production, it gives a lot of like bareness to the sound, not a lot of depth, but it gives a lot of front and melody. And it allows for a lot of good melodies and harmonies and these different sounds, especially when it comes to synth and guitar, to kind of come in and kind of take a front-loaded section there, which kind of sounds really interesting. His singing here was also kind of cool. I love that run that he does, which I'm not even going to try to emulate because I will sound like I just stepped on a cat's tail if I tried it. But it's a really cool little run that he does there with the healer, that part. The ending chorus and that ending section in which he's singing on top of himself and creating kind of a choir around himself and surrounding himself in this kind of, I would at least say, semi kind of religious musical kind of aspect. It's very John Anderson coded with the way that he's singing on top of each other kind of in this round. And, you know, I think that was a really cool section. And what I'm noticing here as I have the Wikipedia pulled up is that this album is completely performed by Todd. No one else is with him on this album besides some engineering and, you know, artwork. Everything that we hear is Todd, which to me makes the ending section that much more interesting because there's a vocal line in there where he's kind of singing in like a higher range and kind of acting like a choir. And I would think that in that place, you'd usually have an all-female choir kind of providing those higher ranges of harmonies and such. And it's really cool that he's doing that. I just like that he takes that particular moment upon himself to do. And of course, as it moves towards the end, there's a clear gospel inspiration. Looking at the lyrics, perhaps this is like I don't know if the album's going to fully dive into this, but perhaps a religious awakening or something of that nature, as he describes himself being visited and being called a healer. And perhaps it is through his music that he will perform the healing and be a miracle worker. I did like all the synths that are in here as well. I like how those would kind of appear throughout the track. I love the rhythm of it. The movement felt really good. The only thing I didn't really care for was the drum sound, that kind of drum machine-esque kind of sound. I didn't like that. And I think not only due to its actual timbre, but because I like a little bit more depth in the drums, like a normal drum set or, normal drums. And I didn't really like the beep, 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 beep. I don't really care for that sound when it makes up the totality of the drums in a track. But otherwise, I think that this is a really inspired, bouncy, jaunty, fun kind of track. And that one synth that's coming in the I like how there's a little bit of it's almost like a quick fading in and out of it, like that those chords are breathing as they move in and out. It's an inhale and an exhale. It kind of reminds me in the same way that an accordion is played, with, of course, the air being compressed and whatever the opposite of compressed is. It's kind of a cool breathing like movement that happens there. Let's look at these lyrics. My child, I had a visitation in my sleep last night. Something was calling to me from a blinding light and told me not to fear it. Hear it. It said it's time to make the world a little wiser. There are enough destroyers and criticizers. The world needs a healer. And I awoke. My heart was pounding because it was not like me to have such dreams. But I could not fall asleep for wondering why the messenger had come to me. My child, I'm too old and I'm set in my ways. Rejoice, rejoice, because the healer comes. But now I realize just what the voice conveyed. You will be a healer. Your destiny. I like how he says, like, he's too old. He's already been set in his ways. He's not typically the type of person that would get this sort of visitation. And yet, he has and he will. The destiny I lay before you, but then the choice was never yours or mine. When it's time to take this burden on you, then I will take the one you leave behind. You will be a healer. So he has some divine, what's the word? I think it's a C word I'm thinking of. I just lost the word. He's been told, hey, you're going to be a healer. which, I haven't read the information about this album yet, but it could be in so much as it could be a literal way in which this perhaps could be a spiritual awakening for Todd, or this could be more of a musical awakening in a particular way, or some sort of awakening in some capacity for him. We'll find out, but let's for now keep on moving on. The next track, Pulse. There's that thump.
Step by step, by step, by step, by step, scroll longer. Till it's just like stepping in another world. Feel that pulse, that pulse, that pulse, that pulse grows stronger.
Hey.
Like a breath coming from another world.
I like his singing a lot in here, along with these synths. Man, Pulse was a cool little track that man was begging for a little payoff at the end. We might get that in the next track on Flesh. But ooh, Pulse was really cool. I love the way that he sings in the round at the end, but also how the music, a lot of it is kind of played in the round. You have the xylophone-like sound, that's just kind of scattering around, kind of in this toyishly and innocent way that, you know, if this is a concept album, I haven't looked at anything at all, but maybe we'll see. If this is a concept album after he's been given this divine insights and this designation as a healer, perhaps this is almost like a symbolic rebirth. Okay, now that I am made anew, I guess in a sense, born again, now we're starting from an adolescence, a childhood, and we're going to grow up but in a different way. And so to me, that xylophone-like sound kind of acts as that childlike innocence kind of being reclaimed, and now we're going to grow up again. That's a really cool sound, and I love the way that Rundgren sings in here. There's that soulful little echo, that soulful echo that begins to come on through and just reverb across the walls of this one. And it's just a light track. You know, musically, perhaps more tonally, this reminds me, I'm forgetting the name of the song. It reminds me of Police, Walking in Your Footsteps. Like I said, not exactly, but it does have like a little shade of it. Right? Obviously, here's a different sound.
Bit like me, walking in your footsteps.
It's different.
Walking.
It's different, but I don't know. There's something very, very similar that I feel listening to Pulse. And I like how the drum is now at least given a little more body. This one as compared to the thinness, the tin canniness that boop, 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 of the previous track. This was a really nice one. I love the way that Rundgren sings on here. The way he layers his vocals, I guess especially because it's solely him performing on this album, I think makes it it allows for a little bit more creativity in what he does. And once again, I love the synths and the way they kind of provide a nice atmosphere behind that xylophone-like sound. Step by step by step, my steps grow longer till it's just like stepping in another world. Feel that pulse, that pulse, that pulse, that pulse goes stronger like a breath line coming from another world. Don't want to leave my old world, but I can't deny what it is that draws me on. Like a magnet pulling from another world. Don't know what I'll find in the new world, but I'm not afraid of the sound that calls me on. Like a siren singing in another world. Here comes a change, another wave of change. See, it's like as he enters this new world, he is a child in this new world, and he's getting these waves of changes, these new experiences that wash over him. Let's see. And it's just like stepping in another world. And I love that ending. That was such a cool way of completely breaking it down to the most minuscule of atoms and then bringing it back up really, really nicely. I'm going to play the ending of Pulse and let that lead into the next track, which is Flesh. Let's just see how that kind of connects there, because I think there was kind of something there. The hoppiness that he steps on in Pulse is really cool too. Just really cool rhythmically, that track.
Oh, the law is the law. For no man wrote the law. They who would change the law just abuse it. Oh, the law is the law. There is no justice outside the law. But if you know the law, you can use it. If you will, then you will, for nothing can withstand your will. As your faith is, so you are. Where your mind is, there you are. Just as action follows thought, you can be whole again, be healed flesh will obey. You are my flesh, and flesh must obey. Oh, your life is your life.
Okay.
No one else can live your life. And the debts of your life you must pay them. If a man knows the law, he gets help from the law. Only fools fear the law that can save them. If you will, then you will, for nothing can withstand your will. As your faith is, so you are. Where your mind is, there you are. Just as action follows thought, you can be whole again, be healed again, and make your body
That's
You are my flesh, and flesh will obey. You are my flesh, and flesh must obey. You are my flesh, and flesh will obey.
This was a really powerful song. You can tell, of course, how emotionally charged it was and how bare it was in the beginning, in that first half before the drums came in, with the way that Todd's singing. We're 3 songs in. I would now go as far as to say at least that this is going to be a thematic album in music or musically, but also lyrically. I'm just going to assume at this point. And I like how this feels like a heartfelt testimony, powerfully sung and wonderfully delivered by him. And I like how, at least in the first half, there's a certain, once again, a bareness to it. Production-wise in general, yes, like I mentioned with the first track with Healer, but there is a warmth to it. There is a heart, obviously. There's a deep heart. But I really like how the heartbeat, the pulse, if you will, of this particular track, that synth that's just under his vocal lines, which are just to give a little bit of a divine light, I guess you could say, kind of undercutting the human underneath it, the man in front of us, Mr. Rundgren. And I think that is so cool how he approaches that, how he brings in these sounds that truly do accent the way that he's singing. Like, I'm not necessarily comparing him with who I'm about to say, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of Gary Newman. If you were to kind of give Gary Newman like an album like this, not so focused on the rhythms and the beats and everything, but maybe a little more bare, I think we're kind of getting a somewhat similar sound here. Although the synth sounds and the different noises we're hearing are very Rundgren compared to what I've heard from him before. But the second half, when that drum comes in, it's stark. It's not like some crazy driving beat. It's not like an overcomplicated rhythm. But man, does just that little bit of extra oomph give it a lot more power and a lot more development as well. As eventually, especially near the end, I don't know if it's real or not, but you hear kind of like some saxophones or horns blowing here, along with his wailing voice. I wouldn't doubt if it's real. But it's weird how this song, to me, captures also a little bit of a sadness to it. There's something... We gotta look at the lyrics. There's something about this one that also just, I don't know, carries some sort of weight. I'm not quite sure what that weight is yet. The law is the law, for no man wrote the law. They who would change the law just abuse it. The law is the law. There is no justice outside the law. But if you know the law, you can use it. So the law is absolute, but it can be changed and it can be abused. But if you know it, you can use it. If you will, then you will, for nothing can withstand your will. As your faith, if so you are, where your mind is, there you are. Okay? Just as action follows thought, you can be whole again. Be healed again. Make your body follow. So here's the healing, right? Once again, just as action follows thought, you can be whole again. Be healed again and make your body follow. But you have to want it. You have to will it. You are thy flesh and the flesh will obey. You are but flesh and flesh must obey. Your life is your life. No one else can live for your life. And the debts of your life, you must pay them. If a man knows the law, he gets help from the law. Only fools fear the law that can save them. I gotcha. There reiterates, you are but flesh and flesh will obey. Obviously talking about like all of humankind. And I guess that's what we're kind of getting with the law as well, right? The law is the law, for no man wrote the law. Law is given by something higher. But man will also change and abuse the law for their own uses. It all comes down to flesh, but we need more than flesh. We need spirit, we need mind over matter. Let's move on into the next track here, which is going to be Golden Goose. Okay? Well, that's certainly a different sound.
If you know how to catch a mouse, the world will beat a pathway to your door. But since the first one's found our house, I can't appreciate the saying more. I don't know what they expect to find. I don't know, I can't make up my mind. They say he's got a special gift, but I don't envy him at all. They started camping in the yard. They've got their ears pressed up against the wall. I don't know, how long can this go on? I don't know, how did it last this long? Yeah, everybody wants an egg from the golden goose. But no one cares if they're the one who kills the golden goose. Everybody wants an egg from the golden goose. I wonder just how many eggs are in the golden goose.
How many eggs are in there?
A paparazzi's at the door. He says he's here from People magazine. And there's some lady on the phone wants him to advertise designer jeans. I don't know, how long can this go on? I don't know, how did it last so long? Yeah, everybody wants an egg from the golden goose.
That's super cool.
But no one cares if they're the one who kills the golden goose. Everybody wants an egg from the golden goose. But no one cares if they're the one who kills the golden goose. Everybody wants an egg from the golden goose. I wonder just how many eggs are in that golden goose. Are in that golden goose.
Let me be 120% honest. I can't tell you if Golden Goose was fun and zany or if it was annoying. Because I'm flipping like a coin back and forth between the two. I genuinely can't tell you if I thought it was annoying or if I thought it was just a fun and zany track on the album. I gotta tell you, it definitely is a slight divergence away from the previous tracks. It definitely is tonally completely different, kind of coming out of nowhere. I will say the synth is really fun. The kind of the quacky synth that's in here just quacking. I do like after he sings about the golden goose that's kind of a fun moment in there. Even to an extent, maybe it's me, but I believe that Todd is going for this kind of imagery. Even the way that the drum sounds, it hits with a little bit of a splat to it, like an egg is being laid. But maybe that could just be me conflating the themes with the music, but I don't necessarily think so. It's a fun track. I can't deny that. It's a fun track. It's a little silly. That's okay. It's okay to be silly. You don't have to be serious all the time. The previous track was incredibly serious. We don't need to be so serious. But man, was this a leap. I don't know. It's kind of fun and zany. Todd sings good on it still. You know, he's having a little bit of fun here. Having a little bit of, if we're still going through the religious themes and stuff, there's a little bit of a revival rhythm to it. You stomp and clap. I can hear it. Let's look at these lyrics. If you know how to catch a mouse, the world will beat a pathway to your door. But since the first ones found our house, I can appreciate the saying more. I don't know what they expect to find. I don't know. I can't make up my mind. They say he's got a special gift, but I don't envy him at all. They've started camping in the yard. They've got their ears pressed against the wall. I don't know how long can this go on. I don't know how did it last this long. Yeah, everybody wants an egg from the golden goose, but no one cares if they're the one who kills the golden goose. I wonder just how many eggs are in the golden goose. Everyone wants something from the golden goose until that golden goose runs out of eggs. And they'll do anything to get to you, to almost become a parasite to you, if they think that you have something that will benefit them. A paparazzi's at the door. He says he's here from People magazine. And there's some lady on the phone wants him to advertise designer jeans. I don't know. How long can this go on? I don't know. How did it last so long? So there's even a question of how long will, from the perspective of whoever this golden goose is, how did it happen and how long will we have this? But no one cares if they're the one who kills the golden goose. Everyone wants something from this golden goose, but they don't care about the end results of the outcome of the goose. If they end up killing it, smothering it, taking too much from it. No one cares about that because they've got their eggs. And when the eggs run out, then they're out. And then they move on to the next goose. Interesting track. The next one, Compassion. Here we go.
You want more and still more until you get more than you ever bargained for. Now it's plain, clear as rain. I've seen your symptoms many times before.
That's so 70s soul.
What our riches are told.
Yeah.
In a life without compassion. For there's no winter as cold as Well, you try and you cry, but let your disappointment make you hard inside. You have doubt, you reach out, still you're the only one you care about. Hiding in your second wall, what do you need now? For there is nothing so sad as a life without compassion. And even love is turned bad. It was love without compassion. And you don't need what you had, 'cause you did not have compassion. Dying on your bed of pain, what will you have now? You'll get no judgment from me. I can only feel compassion. And if that's what you need, I will give you my compassion. Just don't forget about me, 'cause we all need some compassion. Open up your heart, so you
That's
can
just so good.
start to feel compassion. Get down on your knees, pray to heaven for compassion. If you want to be healed, then you know you get to feel
Now we're fitting back into tonally the rest of the direction of the album previously. This one was just a soulful revelation and exposition about compassion. And Todd, that's all he's feeling. That's what he's got. No judgment here, judgment-free zone. All he's here for is a little bit of some compassion, some pillowy and soft compassion to all out there. This was kind of like a soulful anthem with, of course, the repeated, lines and the way that it all builds up and swirls itself around it. As we've heard from Todd before, this particular track is very, very, very deeply inspired of like 70s R&B and 70s soul music. I mean, you can absolutely feel that just dripping through, especially in those background harmonies, which Todd is, of course, singing in there. And I mean, listen, he does it incredibly well. He sounds genuine. He doesn't sound like he's just, for lack of a better word, riffing on the style or parodying it or doing a bad job of, invoking that particular spirit. I think that he does a fantastic job. His voice is wonderful here, and you can really feel that passion just come through in how he sings. I love the little bit of bass that's found in here as well. It sounds a little synthy to me, but regardless, I just like the sound of it and that kind of little bit of pulse that it kind of gives it, Not, obviously the synths are still here, but it feels a little bit more warm. Actually, as the album has gone on, the album has gotten warmer and warmer and become more, I would say, filled with little bits of depth, more like there's more depth given to it as we've kind of gotten into it. It's like we're getting deeper and deeper, obviously in the album, but sound-wise, it's actually capturing that really nicely. Now, with the previous knowledge that we know that Todd's doing everything, of course, I think that that makes everything that we hear that much more impressive. But if I didn't know that there was no one else on this album, I would be praising the background singers. I'd be praising, everyone there because it really does sound like such a cache of other instruments and other musicians performing here. When once again, it is just the one and only. You want more and still more until you get more than you ever bargained for. Now it's plain, clear as rain. I've seen your symptoms many times before. Lying on your bed of pain, what will you have now? You've gotten everything, so what do you want now? What are riches untold in a life without compassion? Asking the real questions. For there's no winter as cold as a life without compassion. There's no prescription that's sold that can heal you like compassion. So now we're once again getting back to the theme of healing and how compassion in life can provide much healing, not only to others, but to yourself. Well, you tried and you cried and let your disappointment make you hard inside. You have doubts, you reach out, still, you're the only one you care about. Got to get out of that selfishness. Hiding in your sack of woe, what do you need now? I like that. Hiding in your sack of woe, like you've put yourself in this sack of your own woes and wails and cries. For there's nothing so sad as a life without compassion. Even love has turned bad. It was love without compassion. And you don't need what you had because you did not have compassion. That's a good one. I like that. I like this last couplet there. Dying on your bed of pain, what will you have now? You'll get no judgment from me. I can only feel compassion. And if that's what you need, I will give you my compassion. Just don't forget about me, because we all need some compassion. It's not only do you give it, but of course you receive it. Open up your heart so you can start to feel compassion. Get down on your knees. Pray to heaven for compassion. Everyone needs compassion. If you want to be healed, then you know you got to feel compassion. Now, the word is repeated in the track ad nauseum throughout, obviously the chorus, right? But I don't feel like it feels, I guess, annoying or overly repetitious when you're listening to the actual music and the soulful way that it's being delivered. I think it comes across quite genuine. The next track, ending this particular side of the album, and besides the suite on side 2, it's the longest track, clocking in at 8 minutes, Shine.
Now as the evening sun sets on you, your day is over. Your light is fading away at last, and the walls howl after the healer, fighting for pieces. Bits of his shattered remains. Oh, who could know? First they curse you, then warn you so. Then they use you, and then they go until they curse you when there's no more, and they turn off all the light that you were giving away, and they burn off, but they just don't seem to shine. Is it all gone? Is there no one who will shine?
Big vocal. expect that.
Don't let the secret out, it's much too early. They are not ready, but the hour is close at hand. For the wolves of the world are still hungry, but they are dying. There is no healing for them. Oh, you will know by the signs you have seen before. In your seeds of life there are more to come. The healer was not alone. They will turn on all the light that they've been hiding away. Turn the lights on, let them burn on. Come shine, you diamond, shine. Shine, 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 shine. They will turn on all the light that they've been hiding away. Let them burn on. Come shine, you diamond, shine. There are a million eyes watching the world tonight. Have we learned nothing? Do we merit another chance? By what grace have we earned some redemption? 10 million saviors, 10 billion angels of man. All those who know that such miracles can't be so, they are right because they must go and leave believers to bring it home. They will turn on all the light that they've been hiding away. Shine, let them burn on. Come shine, you diamond, shine. Shine, 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 shine. They will turn on all the light that they've been hiding away. Let them burn on. Come shine, you must shine.
This is an interesting one.
Eyes watching the world tonight. 10 million saviors, 10 billion angels of men. You will know by the signs you have seen before. In your seeds of life there are more to come. The healer was not alone. They will turn on all the light that they've been hiding away. Let them burn on. Come shine, you diamond, shine. Shine, 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 shine. They will turn on all the light that they've been hiding away. Let them burn on. Come shine, you diamond, shine. Shine, 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 shine,
Really going off on this one. There's that guitar, man. If I'm being 100% honest, Shine is probably my least favorite track on the album. I didn't really enjoy much of anything about it. If I'm just being honest with you, I didn't really care for the way that Todd was singing in here. There was something about it that sounded like off, and I can't quite tell you exactly what that was, but I didn't love his singing. And the drum machine sound comes back in again, this time even harder than in Healer rather. And I don't like that sound, so that, I just don't like that. And if I like, especially when it got into its second half, when it's just an all out, to me, cacophony coming out, it just sounded so cluttered and chaotic and not in a pleasurable way, or like, it just sounded like this just. Like, I do understand, and I think that he's going for like a climax here, especially this ending the first side of the album. So it definitely has that climactic sound, and the amount of instruments and melodies that are happening here, the way that he's vocally riffing and just like all that. I get it. But one, it goes on for way too long for what it's doing. Like, it's just 3 minutes of that. And I don't feel like there's anything really interesting in there. There's a spark of a solo in there from the guitar. If we had a minute of guitar solo and then gone back to the shine, 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 like that would be different, right? But it's just shine, 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 shine. See what I mean? Like, and I'm tired of it. If I'm being honest, the first half was okay. But once again, even in this part, I didn't care. There's something off about the way he sings to me. This was where I thought it was going to get really cool. When that synth came in, I thought that was going to really kind of be something really cool. But it didn't. If that drum was different, I think I would like this a lot. This section right there, that's my favorite part in the song. That's my favorite part in my least favorite song so far on the album, is this part. There is no healing for them. Oh, you will know. Because I think the way he sings, like, it matches very well with the way that he kind of leapfrogs on the synth there. I like the speed of it. I wish the drum sound was a little different. That's just me. That's just my particular nitpick. But I don't hate this part. I don't hate this. This. Exhausting. Let's look at the lyrics. Now as the evening sun sets on you, healer, your day is over, your light is fading away at last. And the wolves howl after the healer, fighting for pieces, bits of his shattered remains, all who could know. First they curse you, then they warn you so. Then they use you, then they go on, just like a golden goose, till they curse you and there's no more. And they turn off all the light that you are giving away. And they burn off, but they just don't seem to shine. Is it all gone? Is there no one who will shine? They've taken your light, but they're not shining themselves. Interesting. Don't let the secret out. It's much too early. For they are not ready, but the hour is close at hand. For the wolves of the world are still hungry, but they are dying. There is no healing for them. You will know by the signs you have seen before. In your seeds of life, there are more to come. The healer was not alone. He will turn on all the light that they've been hiding away. Turn on the light, he will burn off. Come on and shine, you diamond shine. Okay, Pink Floyd. Where's Sid Barrett? Repeats it again. There are a million eyes watching the world tonight. Have we learned nothing? Do we merit another chance? By what grace have we earned some redemption? 10 million saviors, 10 billion angels of man. So it's kind of like, I'm gonna let it shine, my little light of mine. I think that's how it goes. Kind of like a similar thing happening here. We're having a sharing of shining, so to speak, in that, he's saying, people have taken your shine, your light from you. Are they going to light as well? Are they going to shine? Then it just repeats that. Yeah, not my favorite track on the album. Now let's move on to side 2, which is going to be the 3-part suite, Healing. I'll more than likely let all of them play together, since it is, 3 parts together. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's get into it. Part 1, I love how it's just a very chill track, especially with this horn here. I think it's lovely. It feels like just healing. And the drum was fine. It wasn't annoying like the other tracks.
Where you are going, you cannot take your body. You are on a journey, but baggage is too heavy. You can leave your legs behind you. You will learn to fly. You can leave your arms behind you. You will touch the sky. You can leave your head behind you. You are thought itself. You can leave the rest behind you. You are breath itself. Now you are naked. There's no one here to judge you. See the clear light shining high above you. Though you float within the silence, you are not alone. For the power of your being keeps you flowing on.
This feels like a slowed down like Oldfield track. For some reason to me.
Look upon yourself only with compassion. Strip away the shell, hiding your perfection. Though your past was full of darkness, now the past is gone, and your life is starting over. It has just begun.
Turn your brain off and just float with it. Like, this is just a pleasant suite of music, just to like chill to. I keep saying it, but it's just very relaxing. I like that. And so far, each of the parts has brought something new to the table while still maintaining that certain particular theme and flow. Like now we have this droning sound coming in. Well, that's an awakening. Back to the listen. I got you. That's good. Like that joyous revelation. That was a wonderful 3 tracks. I think that was. I mean, it takes the whole second side of the album. I think that that's an obvious highlight in the album. I think that that was a lovely 3-parter. And can I tell you, for the first 2 parts, I wasn't really paying a lot of attention. And I mean that in a good way. I mean, like, the music, perhaps even living up to its name, was just kind of healing. It just kind of felt like relaxing in a pool, warm water, spread out, enjoy the moment, enjoy the sunlight, rejuvenate, bring everything back together, find yourself refreshed, and like, don't overly think about it. Just sit back, relax, and heal. And I felt like the music really accomplished that in those first two sections. And then once it moved on to the part 3, then it was like that pure energetic rejuvenation while your spirit's alive, you're happy, you're rejoicing. Obviously, there's the spiritual connotation as well. But like, I think that was so well made how this 3-parter came together. The first part, can I tell you? The first 2 parts kind of gave me like a little bit of Mike Oldfield kind of sound. Obviously, there's vocals here and such, but and the drums didn't bother me in here because I think of the way they were used, and they're slightly different from the drums that were used in some of the previous tracks. But in part 1, I love how, let me just get into it real quick. It stays at this pace pretty much the whole way. It's a very straightforward cut from the particular Tree of Soul kind of track, and I like that. It's very straightforward. There's not a ton of like, dilly-dallying or anything like that. There's a little bit of horns that come in really nicely, just giving us a little bit of extra. And I think that part 1 is sensational. A nice easing our way into the pool, wading our way into the river, and then before we're allowed to float. Because part 2 is the float and the flow state. But I like this is so catchy, smooth. And there's those horns coming in, right? Part 2 is kind of like when we're getting into the depths of our meditation when it comes to this particular healing. The intro here, that transition, I love this ambience. Right? And from here, he kind of brings us in soulfully, slowly. Get a little further in. This is just so soul searching. I think that's the way I want to say it. The first part is upbeat, but still very like considered. The second part, it really brings us down and kind of makes us feel a little bit more. And I think the way that he does that and progresses this particular storyline musically is really, really wonderfully done. Then the production sounds great. The drum sounds great in here. I think everything just lines up perfectly. And I love this kind of winding, creaking up sound that's happening here. The tightening of the wires. The voices and the way that he harmonizes with himself also adds this really almost aquatic, underwater kind of sense of ambience to it. Perhaps if you're taking the spiritual theme into this could perhaps be the baptism. This could be being underwater before part 3 coming up and truly being reborn. You can look at it that way. And I think that's sensational. Then, here you go. Get this little droning sound before we get into the exuberant, the rejoicing of part 3. It's back, man. And of course, we get a call back to part 1. And it just brings it all back together with a now renewed energy and a renewed flow about it. And I think that's a sensational way to end this whole particular piece here. This was a really nice 3-parter, just to kind of, like I said, I wasn't thinking too much about it. I was just sitting down, relaxing, and enjoying it. Let's look at these lyrics, though. Listen to the voice. Oh, sorry. Listen to the voice. The voice is an illusion. Listen to the voice. Don't let the words confuse you. Because you need something to concentrate on. Concentrate on me. You need something to meditate on. Meditate on me. Listen to your heart. Tune into the rhythm. Listen to your heart beating with precision. Like the waves upon the seaside, it goes on and on. Like the spinning of the world, it goes on and on. Listen for the sound. Kind of hits a Mike McDonald kind of tone there. That is not in the music. Only you can hear it. You have to listen beyond the music. It's the sound of someone breathing. It's the breath of life. It's the sound that you were weaving with the thread of life. Can you imagine if John Anderson was in here? Listen to the sound. Let nothing disturb you. You are in a place where nothing can hurt you. If you feel a strange sensation, it can do no harm. Like the spiral of creation, it will soon move on. You got to work through it. You're going to feel something weird. Don't worry. It's normal. Where you are going, you cannot take your body. You are on a journey. Your baggage is too heavy, like an astral projection kind of thing going on here. You can leave your legs behind you. You will learn to fly. You can leave your arms behind you. You will touch the sky. You can leave your head behind you. You are thought itself. You can leave the rest behind you. You are breath itself. I really get like an astral projection kind of thing here. But of course, it just could be that, once again, that spiritual rebirth. Now you are naked. There's no one here to judge you. See the clear light shining high above you. Though you float within a silence, you are not alone, for the power of your being keeps you flowing on. Look upon yourself. Only with compassion strip away the shell. Hiding your perfection. Though your past was full of darkness, now the past is gone, and your life is starting over. It has just begun. Once again, capturing that theme of rebirth. Now you're home. Don't you recognize it? Towering eternal behind the troubled thoughts that hide it. Though at times it seems so distant, it is always there. When you need its peace and power, you will know it's here. So this home, he says, it may seem distant, this place, but when you need it, it's always there for you. Then, of course, we get a nice call back to the first part. Listen to the cry of the world that's calling to you. Listen to the cry of the helpless soul that needs you. Just like shine, you've received the light, now give that light back. Though you may have trepidation, you cannot refuse, and you will find your own salvation in the path you choose. Listen to the voice that whispers in the silence. Listen to the voice that solidifies your self-reliance. Let the peace that you've discovered be your guiding light. Let the cry that you've uncovered set the world all right. You cannot be closer to your Maker, never more or less alone. If you know thyself, there's nothing else to know. You are whole. You are whole. Just like in the beginning of the album, one of the lyrics said that... what did it say exactly? You can be whole again, basically. And now, you are whole. Now, technically, this is the end of the album. Technically, we finished the album. However, there are two other tracks here, Time Heals and Tiny Demons, which it says in some releases they were added to the end of the second side. So let's go ahead and do those.
Says you're needing, and he'll take away your pain. But if your heart has been broken and you don't wear it on your sleeve, no one can tell. Your hell goes unspoken, but there's one thing you must believe. Time heals the wounds no one can see. Time heals the wounds that no one can see. Whoa, time heals the wounds no one can see.
Jam.
Don't you know time heals the wounds that no one can see? If you're crying, then everyone can see you crying, and they all sympathize, but it just doesn't matter, though they may be trying. They can't feel the hurt inside. You can't go on. You go to the limit, and your life seems to slip away. You're on your own, alone. You must face it, and tomorrow's so far away. Time heals the wounds no
I mean, that's a catchy swinging piece of
I said
soul.
time heals the wounds that no one can see. Whoa, time heals the wounds. Don't you know time heals the wounds that no one can see? You can go
That's funny.
Time is the wounds that no one can see. Know you've heard it say time is the wounds. They say time is the wounds that no one can see. Oh, time is the wounds that no one can see. Oh, time is the wounds that no one can see. Time, got to give it time to heal. It's time to heal the wounds that no one can see.
I mean, that's just a fun soul track. That's classic Rundgren, just going off. Oh, I love the harmonies. Da, 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 ba, 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 ba. It's snappy. It's catchy. It's fantastic. What else do you want from it? What else do you want from this one? And I love that we get a little bit of more, like guitar solo. Give us a little bit of that, man. That it makes all the difference, I think. You know, like every time that we've heard a little bit of that in this album, it's just felt like fireworks. I love that. This is a really was this a single from the album? We haven't looked at any of the information on this album besides the personnel which we mentioned. No singles on this. Oh, I'm lying. It's right there. Time Heals, released 81, and then Compassion. Okay, was the other track. I could hear Compassion being a single from this album. It definitely does have that energy. I guess out of all the tracks on the actual official album, then yeah, Compassion is definitely the other one. I don't have a lot to say on the track except it was just a really nice piece of soul pop. If you're bleeding, then everyone can see you're bleeding. They can call for a doctor who will provide what the diagnosis says you're needing. Then they'll take away your pain. But if your heart has been broken and you don't wear it on your sleeve, no one can tell. Your hell goes unspoken. But there's one thing you must believe. A doctor can only fix what he sees, but for the heart, that's another matter. Time heals the wounds no one can see. Time heals the wounds no one can see. If you're crying, then everyone can see you're crying. They all sympathize, but it just doesn't matter. Though they may be trying, they can't feel the hurt inside. They're trying to walk in your shoes, but the shoes only fit you. You can't go on. You've gone to the limit, and your life seems to slip away. You're on your own, alone. You must face it, and tomorrow's so far away. Only you can heal your wounds along with time itself. Time heals the wounds that no one can see. I like that line. I think that's a nice line. Let's go ahead, move on to the final track on the album. Hope that you guys have enjoyed it. Hope you guys have had a great time being here. Tiny Demons.
One of them plays the piccolo in my ear. Another one makes me smell things that aren't there. And they know where to hide. And they know everything that's inside of my head. Tiny demons inside me. One of them ties a lasso around my heart. Another one makes me nod when I drive the car. And they won't ever leave, but they won't show their faces to me. no one will jump out and steal my relief. Tiny demons, and they know where to hide, and they know everything that's inside of my head. Tiny demons, and they won't ever leave, but they won't show their faces to me. Tiny demons inside me. Tiny demons inside me. Tiny demons inside me. Tiny demons.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A full album reaction. Healing, Todd Rundgren. I have a question. Time Heals, Tiny Demons. Why didn't we take these two tracks? Take out Golden Goose, take out Shine. Pin me to the wall, some of you may. And yet, I have to stand for what I believe in my opinions. Listen, Tiny Demons is another really cool soulful track, but this time kind of the exact inverse of Time Heals in that it is much more minimalistic. I wouldn't go as far as to say creepy, but there's definitely a certain atmosphere about it, a certain air of mystery, a certain air of, I don't know, there's just a certain atmosphere to it that is really, really wonderful to listen to and cool in the way that, like I said, it is a complete inverse of the previous track. A little bit more thoughtful, a little bit more introspective, whereas, of course, as Time Heals is much more out there. And I think the way that they contrast with one another makes it like a really nice pairing, these two at the very end. But man, what a cool track. I love how the drums have that reversed effect on it. The kind of quiet to himself way that Rundgren sings on here. And of course, his harmonies with himself, just adding a little bit more nuance to it. I really like Tiny Demons a lot. And you get a little bit of that heavy distorted guitar. Just a little bit of it. It makes an impact in a track like this. You know, it makes these demons growl. It makes them come alive. And I think that is just really cool. Once again, how it works in this one. And I like how it's like heavy, but you still have that really beautiful, serene guitar being played underneath it. So it's just, once again, contrast, light and dark. Put it all together, and you get something really, really nice. One of them plays a piccolo in my ear. Another one makes me smell things that aren't there. And they know where to hide, and they know everything that's inside of my head, tiny demons inside me. One of them ties a lasso around my heart. Another one makes me nod when I drive the car. And they won't ever leave. They won't show their faces to me. And they wait till I feel like they're gone, and they jump out and steal my relief, tiny demons, and they know where to hide, and they know everything that's inside of my head, tiny demons. They won't ever leave. They won't show their faces to me. Those little intrusive thoughts, those little mind goblins. When he thinks he's finally found a little peace, when he thinks he's finally found a sense of quiet, they jump out and disturb him. But all he needs is a little healing. This was a really, really fantastic album. Let's look at some of the information on here. Now we'll actually read all this stuff up here. The album's themes are spirituality and the human condition, something Rundgren had touched on many times in earlier works, but was never consistent. Not as it is here. The back cover image of the album shows the Caduceus, honestly, I've never said the word aloud, and a Kabbalistic tree of life, each overlaid by a treble clef, which is reversed for the tree of life, reflecting Rundgren's linking of his spirituality and music. The original release includes a bonus 7-inch 33 RPM single featuring the tracks Time Heals and Tiny Demons, which are unlisted but are included. Okay. Let's see, it was used in Miami Vice. They were both released as singles, Time Heals and Compassion, and a promotional video, which was the 8th music video to air on MTV. That's really interesting. He performed it first in 2010. In 2010 Rundgren performed his Todd and Healing albums live for the first time, whereas the original Healing album had been entirely performed by Rundgren in the studio. The live performances feature the same band as for the Todd shows. And there you have your lineup. Local choirs also joined. That's really cool. The shows have been released on DVD. Two things, first of all. First of all, I would first like to see. Okay, so I was trying to find the back cover. Why is this so small? What the heck website did it bring me to here? Okay, so there you go. There's the back cover. I just wanted to see it. Okay, I see what you're doing. The treble clef, I got you. I see it in there. And then one more thing. We're now watching the whole thing. Man, it'd be cool to be in that audience. In case you're wondering why I skip around, in case you're new here, it's for the copyright. Every time I've gotten a copyright strike or anything related or any sort of trouble, it's always been because of video. Hence why I don't really play that. It really is like a church, a mega church kind of concert. Compassion does go hard in our life. I like it. I like it. Okay. Favorite songs? We haven't done that part, huh? Let me pull it back up. Favorite songs? I love Pulse, man. I would say Pulse. Obviously, the Healing Suite. And Tiny Demons. I think those would be my favorites. Pulse, Healing, Tiny Demons. In no particular order. Lee's favorite? Shine. Get it out of here. Golden Goose? Not decided. But Shine? I'm turning off that light, buddy. Let me know what you guys thought, however, in the comments below. I once again genuinely appreciate all of you spending some time here on the channel and stopping by, spending an hour and 40 minutes with me out of your day. Thank you. You know, I like to do, obviously, Long Song Saturdays and full album listens, but, you know, some albums and stuff we go one song at a time, and I divide the time over the weeks and the months and such. But it's nice to get together with you guys and just take in a full, complete work of art. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. As always, I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate you watching, whether you skipped around or whether you sat there and watched the whole thing, whether you're watching this premiere live on a Saturday or you're watching this a year after the video has been released or even longer. Thank you so much. Please enjoy the rest of your day. Hope you enjoyed something from the album. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.